Welcome back in. It's something that everybody is talking about. Everybody knows it's important, but not a lot of people know exactly what it is, and that is name, image, and likeness, or NIL. Ryan Miller is here. He is the president, the founder of Athlete Advantage, a Kentucky guy. And Ryan, welcome in. We want to talk about the inaugural 15 Club Fan Fest that's going to take place on January 28th down at Rupp before the Kentucky-Kansas game. But for people that don't know, what is NIL?
Name, image, and likeness, you know, guys and girls today in college are able to actually make money off of who they are,
right,
off of their name, image, and likeness. And, you know, it started years and years ago with Ed O'Bannon at UCLA.
That's right.
And he was working at a car dealership in Las Vegas. And all he could see was his picture on the front of these EA Sports games.
That's right.
It was him and couldn't make a dollar. And after all these years, it's finally passed.
And so this went all the way to the Supreme Court.
It did. It did.
And so you guys have kind of gotten on the front edge of this thing. As you and your partners were looking at this, what did you see in terms of the landscape that got you in early?
You know, there are multiple of us that were former players in college. And the way we looked at it is, what do these kids really need if they're going to actually be doing business? And so they need to be protected, the first thing. What is anybody else in business doing? And so you better have attorneys and accountants and a full team of people around you to properly do business. But at first to be protected, to protect the eligibility of the student athlete.
Sure.
But also at the same time, that protects the university for these kids not being in any bad or egregious deals that we see daily coming through. But they're actually able to use their own likeness now to make all the money they can.
And there's a couple of different facets to this. And Joel, anytime you want to start tooling through those slides, that's good. But there are two aspects to it, I think. Number one, the guys that are playing, they obviously want to take advantage of this, but you've got to have them concentrating on their craft. So, you know, there are all kinds of NIL opportunities like this for student athletes that you guys can be working on while they're working on their game.
Yeah, that's true. You know, the other good thing that I don't think a lot of people talk about NIL is the good that comes from this, of what these kids can actually do in the communities and going to the hospitals and working with children across the, you know, the spectrum of all the things that are out there in this community. These kids are spending their time and actually their money of taking care of their families, and so many situations
Sure.
out there that people don't understand of what's really going on.
And let me get to this now. Okay, so in order to get this money, you just can't give them to them. They got to be doing something for it. There
right.
are some people that have gotten involved in these collectives that have a heart for certain nonprofits, and they want these kids to work for those nonprofits. So what exactly is a collective like the 15 Club?
Sure. So a collective is the fan base can actually give. Nonprofits and companies and businesses can be involved.
Anybody from the big donor to individuals.
That's right, from the smallest fan to the biggest fan. You know, the beautiful thing about with our collective is there's a lot of perks that you're going to be able to get to be a member of the 15. The 15 is Kentucky was the 15th state, and a lot of people are wondering what the 15th was, and so we out there put that 15 out there. But these kids with the collective, they can go and do things at a hospital.
Yep.
They can go speak to a school. These big and large donors that may be out there, that's really what they're concentrated on, is giving back to the community.
Yep.
And not just giving money to kids for doing anything. They're actually doing good with it.
So the first 15 Club Fan Fest, Saturday, January 28th from 4 to 8. It's going to be down adjacent to Rupp Arena before the Kansas game. You can go to kentucky15.com/fanfest to get tickets. You can get information. KSR is going to be doing a live show. We're going to be live down there from 6:30. And all the new guys that have come in for football, including Devin Leary and
Ray Davis,
that you're going to want to see this kid from Vanderbilt. And then this is for everybody. The volleyball players are going to be there as well, where fans can interact, get pictures, and just be involved and find out how to be involved with a 15 Club.
Yeah, Emma and Azani T Keeler and the best players in that entire volleyball team will be out there. There'll be coaches from that, but Deion Walker, Barryon Brown,
yes,
Dane Key. The list goes on of all those football players that are going to be out there and actually interacting with the public. Can get pictures done with the players, can get autographs, and all that stuff is included with that ticket. And you don't have to be a member of the 15 Club to go to this event. This is for everyone.
And it's all completely legal. People ask all the time, how can I help? This is how they can do it.
That's right. And by the way, bounce houses for kids.
Yes.
The big custom bus that
even
the players actually are,
like India.
are
she
driven
loves the
in.
bounce house.
You can tour and get up in that bus that only the players are normally on. So we're going to have all sorts of experiences there. KSR Live Remote will be there for that pregame. There'll be drinks and food. And
we'll be there live at
else you can
6:30. It'll be a great event. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you so much.
Really
We
appreciate you coming in.